In today's video, we're going to be talking about the inline frozen bank shot. So the most important thing about this video is we're going to be providing you with a frame of reference, and then you can head to the table and you can adjust it this way and that way and start developing some techniques and systems of your own when you have a frozen bank shot such as this. So let's do this. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So as I said in the introduction, we're going to be talking about the inline frozen bank shot. So what do I mean by inline? Well, the cue ball is perfectly in line with our object ball. Our object ball will be frozen to the diamond that is right next to a pocket. So what do I mean by that? All the diamonds that are next to a pocket. That includes these diamonds because they're next to corners. It doesn't include these diamonds that are squished in between the diamonds. But if you hang on till later on in the video, I'm going to be talking about those diamonds as well and what you could potentially do when you have this baseline. So what I'm providing you in this video is a baseline. And what you need to do is go back to the table and practice it for yourself. Now there's a few things that we have to keep in mind here. One, we're hitting center on the cue ball here. We don't want to introduce any type of throw or any type of juice that's going to affect how our object ball is going to come off that rail. Two, we kind of have to hit it at a proper speed. So for example, if I hit this 6 ball too hard, I'm going to come up short because I'm going to narrow that angle, right? Just because of that's how banks work. Coherently, if I hit it a little bit too soft, if I manage to avoid the double kiss, which is what we're trying to do here, because that's a frozen ball, is it might go wide if you hit it too soft. Okay, so also the last thing is, how do we hit this, right? So we're hitting center ball. We're going to try to hit it at the normal pace to make it. We're going to have to try to compress that rail and not double kiss. So we have to think about that, but also we have to know how to hit it, and how we hit it is we half it. Okay, so when I say half, we have to be halving the object ball. So however you want to look at it, if you aim on the side, that's basically our cue ball is coming into it like that, right? And if you do it properly, you're not going to double kiss. Some people like to aim like that, aim on the side. Other people like to aim down the center of the cue ball. So then if you're aiming down the center of the cue ball, you're aiming to that side of the 6 ball. And our contact point is up here, right? But forget about the contact point. Just aim to the point, which is on the side of that 6 ball, okay? So let's head over to the table here, and if you do everything right, it should be good. Ooh, sloppy. Okay, let's talk about variance. So we have an object ball that's frozen, it's in line. Now, our cue ball, let's go the easy way, because this is the easy way. What I'm proposing to you is that the more we move our cue ball over this way, the more the shot becomes impossible. It's just not possible, because there's no way for us to compress this rail enough for us not to get a double kiss on this frozen bank shot. So for example, if this is in line, I move it even just, 1.5 widths of a cue ball. I don't think I can even make this shot without scratching or without double kissing, right? For example, that. Now, I'm in line again. If I move it this way, you would be surprised how much variance you have to actually still make this 15 ball right here. Yes, we're moving our contact point over a little bit, and that's for you to figure out now at this point because you have your frame of reference. But you could come all the way over here and you're still able to potentially make this shot. I mean, it's not easy. but it's still possible. Let's go even harder. So you have an amazing amount of variance this way, right? As soon as you're going this way, you have almost no variance, okay? The shot is just impossible. So now you guys have your baseline, okay? When you're in line with those diamonds that are next to a pocket, and that includes those ones, if you half the object ball and you hit it properly, I'm talking weight, and with center ball, you should make it into the heart. But now start varying it. You know what I mean? Move it closer. See how close you could potentially get it. It becomes exponentially harder when you go this way. Also, you know, maybe your object ball is moving that way. And then what do you have to do, right? Well, obviously it's further from the side, so you're going to have to move your contact point over. That's not what this video is about. This video has just given you a frame of reference, okay? And that frame of reference is the diamond and being in line, okay? How you adjust it from this point forward is up to you. Go to the table, practice it, put yourself in certain scenarios and do it. Now remember, I mean, this goes for diamonds over here as well. If you put it in line, I don't want to hit my camera gear here, but oh, I just did. You know, it should work that if you just half it and you hit it at the right pace, you're golden. Okay? So you've got your frame of reference. Okay, so I said that if you stuck around, I would give you a little bit of a tip for these diamonds right here, in between the diamonds, right? The ones that aren't next to a pocket. And that is, we can, care to venture a guess on how much you're going to cut it? When we were in line with these diamonds, we said a half. If you said a quarter, you were right. So, and with these ones, you can go either way. So for my mind, I say a quarter, right? So you go to the table, I don't want to hit my camera gear here. And if you aim a quarter, I'm going to go to the corner on this one. Scratch. How about, let's go to the side with a quarter. Okay, so again, in line with the diamonds next to a pocket, half. These ones here, a quarter, okay? You know what? I've got a drill for you. So let me set that up for you and we'll come right back. Here is the drill that I said I was going to set up. So I put a ball frozen on all the diamonds that we just talked about, except for the middle one, or the middle ones, right? That are sandwiched. Ball frozen on the rail to all those diamonds. So every single one of those hits is a half hit when we are in line. The drill is we can put the cue ball down. We have to make sure it's in line. How fast can we bank all the balls without missing? If we miss, drill's over, gotta start over. So I haven't even done this drill yet, right? I'm gonna be shooting a YouTube short and I'm gonna be, you know, it's gonna make me look like I'm a pro star because I'm not gonna show you all the times it takes me to clear this drill, right? But you guys, because you watch the video, you get to see the pre-production. Actually, when I shoot this short, my camera's gonna be way over there, so it's not gonna be interfering for me. But I'll give you a general idea, right? So time yourself. Anyways, here we go. In line, timer starts when you first hit. You see? How fast can you do it? Is it possible to clear all 6? Yes, it's possible to clear all 6. And when I unveil it to the world, I won't be missing. Okay, so in summary, inline frozen bank shots. If your cue ball is in line with your object ball that's frozen against that diamond, the diamonds that are next to pockets, if you half that ball, if you hit center ball and you hit it at the right pace, you should compress that rail, those balls should slide by each other, and you should make it on the other side. So go back to your table and try that out. Practice it over until you get the right pace, right? And you get more comfortable. Then start varying it from side to side. You'll see that the one way, it becomes impossible right away. The other way, you've got quite a degree of variance before you can't make it. So that's the fun part of it, is actually going to the table and seeing exactly how far you can go with this, right? And then now that you have this frame of reference, you can start, if your object ball is frozen, but it's off that diamond, well, you know what your frame of reference is. Now you can adjust. You have something to go back to and say, okay, well, if it was over here, I'm hitting half, but now it's over here. So now I have to hit a little bit more, or I have to hit a little bit less, depending on. When you're hitting less, sometimes the double kiss is unavoidable. Anyways, head back to the table, try the drill, and do what you can. Take some videos, leave some comments. If you enjoyed this, like the video. It tells YouTube that you enjoy what I do, and it kicks YouTube's butt into showing the video to more people. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because it's a good time, and I'm planning to shoot a whole lot more videos this year. So thank you very much. So in the meantime, and in between time, I'll catch you on the flip side.